Right, hello there lads, and today I'm going to show you how to make objects glow on Blender. Now this is going to be the basic tutorial. I'm going to show you the difference between the basic and the advanced tutorial in a minute. Now you want to have a new scene, alright? You now want to delete the light source because we don't really need a light source because our cube here is going to glow, and it won't really make sense to have a light source if we already are going to have a light source. Now, the difference between the advanced tutorial and this tutorial is there is no air at all, right? This is all vacuum. So the light is going to be reflected by other objects in the scene. Now, because of this, it won't really appear to glow if you have no objects around it and you have a really low light emitting value. Now, the uh, the advanced tutorial actually covers how to make the glowing object seem like it has an aura around it or something. I don't know. It really took me like 20 minutes to actually make it glow in the advanced way. But it's going to be like a 4-minute tutorial. So no, I think it's going to be a 10-minute because of all my hesitation and my being careful stuff. Now, yeah, okay, let's go. Now we have this new scene with a deleted light source. Now what we're going to do is we have to raise this cube up. So we're going to click on the left trigger on the mouse on the z-axis, which is like the blue arrow, and pull it up. Now the thing is, I recommend you actually hold Control and pull it up so it goes above the grid exactly. Now see this cruiser right here? You see this red thing? It's actually where objects are going to be spawned at if we add stuff. So right now we're going to add a plane. It's going to be right under the cube. This is going to be the floor. So you're going to scale it up to be as large as you want the floor to be. You're going to scale up using the S. So you're going to press S when you selected an object. So of course, it's going to be automatically selected. So when press X, no, not X, S, so you can scale it up or down. Now you want to create another plane, scale it up, and rotate it. Now I'm going to rotate it on the y-axis first by pressing the left trigger on the arrow, and it's a green arrow for the y, just so you know, and press R. Now R is going to let us rotate, but instead of rotating manually, which is going to be like dead inaccurate, we're going to press 90 for 90 degrees. We're going to then enter and move this to the edge. Now, instead of actually making another plane and doing the same thing, I'm going to copy paste and move it to the other end. Copy paste, of course, like you do in the Word document, you just Control C and Control V. Now, instead of making another plane and scaling it up, I'm just going to copy this and paste it 4 times. No, wait, 2 times. What the hell, 4 times? 2 times, yes. And actually, we're going to rotate this plane now into the using the x-axis. So you're gonna left click on the red arrow and click R so you can rotate in 90. And you're gonna, yep, it's the exact same thing. In fact, instead of making two, I'm just gonna make one. So I'm gonna delete one of the planes I pasted, the floors I pasted. Now we're gonna copy this and just paste it and move it to the other end. Now we have our scene, yay. Now we're going to make the object glow. Now, just so you know, if you're on orthographic view right here, like this view, you want to exit it by pressing 5 on the number pad, not the numbers on on the top of the keyboard. If you don't have a number pad, you can just go to view. What the? Okay, give me a sec. You can go to view, and you can go to view perspective or orthographics to switch between the two. I just switch between them using the 5 on the number pad. The perspective will allow you to go through objects, while the orthographic view will just give you an overall look of the objects. You know what I'm saying? Alright, now we're gonna make this cube glow now. But to enable glowing in this world, we're just gonna go to the properties. Go to the world. Okay, go to the world settings, and you want to go down to indirect lighting. Now you want to enable it, and because it only works with approximate gather method, we're going to set this gather method to approximate and not weight trace. Just so you know, the whole thing will not work if you set it on ray trace. You want to ignore all the other settings and select the cube using the right trigger instead of the left one. If you use the left one from the beginning of the tutorial, if you use the left trigger of the mouse at all, except moving the arrows, you might have moved this, and the planes wouldn't have spawned in the middle. I mean, that's your case. You can just you can just move the planes around. You know what I'm saying? Now you want to select the cube, and you want to go to material. Now, if the cube doesn't really have any materials, it'll look like this. To some people, it will. So we're gonna click on you, or just click this plus button. But I'm gonna click on you, and you want to select surface. It's already selected. Because if you want the wireframe, you can just go to wire. And then you want to go to diffuse, and you want to select the color you want. I'm just going to select blue because I want to explain something real quick. Alright? So you want to set the intensity of diffusion to 1. And you see the specular? This is the amount of light that's going to be reflected by the cube. Of course, this cube is going to glow, so it'll be, it won't make sense for the cube to reflect any light. So we're going to set the intensity to 0. Now it looks freaking dull. Now you see the shading? You see the emit option? This allows us to make the cube emit light. Now we're gonna set this to 2 that I recommend. But now I'm gonna show you something real quick. All right? You see the color right here? It's blue, right? But if you set this to 20, the cases that you'll send this to 22 is if you have a particle system on another object and you want this object to be the particle, right? But you want it to have a high emitting value because if it's 2, you won't really see the glow quite clearly, if the emitting value will be so small that it won't be good. It won't be seen well. So you want to set to 20 or something like that, but it'll change the color. So what you want to do is go to diffuse and actually change the color so it suits you, so it changes to actual blue. Now we're gonna go, but you know what? I love red, so I'm just gonna set this back to 2. And I'm gonna go to red. Now we have actually set everything up here. We don't need to do anything more. You know what? We've actually finished. Now let me check if we actually finished because I sometimes make mistakes. And there we go. It's glowing. This is render mode, alright? So if you actually don't want to go in render mode because it's so pixelated and you need to stay on one point of view to actually make the picture look clear, you want to go render it here. But of course you want to change the camera location, so what you want to do is press 0 on the number pad. Of course it's on the number pad only. If you press 0 on the top of the keyboard, this will happen. You don't want this to happen at all. So what you want to do is if you don't have a number pad, as I said, you can go here, you can go cameras, you can just go to active camera. I just switched it, give me a sec. Here. Now what you want to do is if you want to move the camera while you know where the hell it's going, if you don't want to use the arrows, but that's what I'm saying, you want to lock the camera to view and it'll move to where you're moving. If you don't have the camera locked to view, this will happen, give me a sec. You'll go out of the camera. Now I'm going to reset this I'm going to reset this. I've actually reset it, so there's no point. So we're going to render it, and this is the outcome. It's pretty cool, eh? Yeah. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do the advanced tutorial. It's going to be a long one, and I hesitate a lot, and this tutorial is actually a bit long, You can actually just do this in a couple of seconds. But if you actually want me to teach you some more stuff, including the advanced tutorial, and how to make a light bulb, and how to make guns or something, or how to make models, or how to actually do anything with this program, just tell me, alright? I've got all the time in my hands. I really thank you so much for your view, like, subscribe. If I upload this on Facebook, just don't do it. yeah, just enjoy your day. I think I'm done here. Am I not? Yeah, I am. I think I am, yes.